In a cartoon, anything is possible.
Often I'll hear a comment on the side somewhere or a word that triggers a cartoon. My cartooning style, I've had people describe it to me as a little bit of a retro, in that more of a 1950s, 60s style.
When it comes to material for cartoonist Bill Friday, the sky's the limit.
No point in limiting yourself, have fun.
And for the past 7 decades, that's exactly what he's done.
I probably have done 3,000 or more cartoons over the years. About 24 books of my own, and of course, this is one of them, this book on D.B. Cooper.
Yep, that D.B. Cooper. The guy who hijacked a Northwest Airlines Boeing 727 out of Portland, bound for Seattle.
When he got on a plane in Portland, Oregon last night,
Said he had a bomb.
He would add things that he wanted.
Demanded $200,000.
That he was having trouble with the stairs. I can't get the stairs down.
Parachuted out with the cash somewhere over southwest Washington, and whose identity is still unknown.
We would love to have solved this.
The FBI closed the unsolved case in 2016. Wednesday, November 24th, 1971.
It was a dark and stormy night, truly a dark and stormy night.
Friday was at his brother's house in Ariel, Washington.
Mrs. Proctor, who lived about a half-mile away, called and she said, something went bump on our roof and they're talking about a skyjacking. You better turn your radio on. And my brother said, my goodness, if it's the skyjacker and he went bump on your roof, maybe his chute didn't open. Why don't you go out and finish him off with a shovel? And of course, she was appalled at the idea.
And the jokes kept flowing that night. Turns out the Fridays were at ground zero for the ensuing D.B. Cooper saga.
Right where they began the search,
Bill Friday sketched a few takes of the skyjacker.
finally settled on the Mr. Peepers look. So we tried to make him as unthreatening as possible, yet as absurd as possible.
Cartoons for a tongue-in-cheek book written by his sister Anna.
It took about 2 weeks to put the whole thing together.
The trio thought they had a book deal.
He pulled this book out and started flipping through it.
Friday says the book's distributor was pulled off a plane to New York.
They took him to a hangar and interviewed him and scared the heck out of him and told him that he better not publish the book.
At the time, hijackings were becoming more common worldwide, and law enforcement wasn't taking any chances. So the satirical authors printed up 250 copies and sold some at the general store in Ariel.
It was the one with a girl with a hula hoop on the cover.
A 1972 June 16th story in Life magazine featured the book and 4 of Bill's cartoons about the caper.
My brother and I, yeah.
This one of him and his brother in a moving truck still brings a chuckle to this lifelong cartoonist.
Oh, absolutely. D.B. Cooper was an easy target, truly an easy target. All the various questions around it lend itself to cartooning.
Because anything is possible in a cartoon.
Poor D.B.
Even getting away with a skyjacking. In Bend, Steve Kaufman, Central Oregon Daily News.